All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Sin City.
This is the High Octane Racing League, TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. Oh, tonight it's Las Vegas, 100-lap race. It's race number 5 of the season. It's my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. I love you. Hopefully she's watching the race, having a few cocktails, and finding out who's going to take home the victory here at Vegas. It's the Buschwackers series tonight. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, and we are live right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, it's Sin City here tonight, a 100-lap race, race number 5 of the season. Who's got what it takes to bring home the victory here at Vegas? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's watch it right here on TurnLeftTV. All right, hey, thank you so much for coming in. It's going to be a good one here tonight. Excited about this race, man. It's Vegas. It's going to be a fun one. Always is a fun one at Vegas. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator. 100-lap race here tonight at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Round number 5 on my mom's birthday. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. You want a WordPress hosting, online store hosting, VPS hosting, and shared web hosting, also available through EliteHostingUSA.com, and that's who provides our service here at HighOctaneRacing.net. If you'd like to join us there, head on over there, and you can get a quick link to the Discord server and join up and race with us. We'd love to have you. All right, we're going to take a look at the track here at Las Vegas. Mile and a half, one of those cookie cutters, so to speak. This is, I think, one that's a little bit different in the sense that, man, there's a lot of grip here at Vegas. Banking in the turns, 12 to 20 degrees of progressive banking. You're going to see a lot of side-by-side racing here, and the setup seems to be pretty solid for this track. So you're going to see some close racing, and hopefully we got some clean racing here tonight in the Buschwackers series. So that's Las Vegas. And the Buschwackers tackle at that track here tonight. So we've got just about a minute and a half left in the practice session. Tomorrow, we're going to kick off a brand new season in the Saturday Showdown Series. Yeah, some more stock cars headed your way. 80 laps at Daytona International. Practice starts at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we will qual at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. We're going to start the broadcast somewhere around 1:45 or so. Get some practice in and get these guys headed in the right direction. So the Daytona race, or excuse me, the Saturday Showdown Series will be every other week, and we are sharing that time slot with the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series, which will be back in action on February the 11th for race number 2 of that season, Laguna Seca. That's going to be a fun one, and of course it'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. I want to say thank you so much for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Appreciate you being here tonight. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button right there. If you haven't done so, share my videos with all your friends. Encourage them to come out and subscribe. And don't forget to smash the bell. That way you get updates when races are going live. And if you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeftTV, you can make a donation up in the banner, link in the banner of the channel, or click on the link in the description of the race. Also, please click on the link and follow that over to the SimLab website and help me out here at TurnLeftTV. I am a SimLab affiliate, and I have a SimLab rig. As a matter of fact, I have the Evo 1, and love it. I love how I've been able to just attach a seat out of a regular car to the Sim rig. So all the holes, by the way, for all the major wheel manufacturers, pedal manufacturers, already pre-drilled in the thing as well, so it was pretty easy put together, and I love it, man. So help me out here at TurnLeftTV. Clicking on that link. If you decide to buy something through them, please use my link. Looks like these guys have headed on over to quals. Let's take a look at my keys to the race here tonight. How about that? We'll save that. Let's take a look at the schedule. How about that? Of course, Vegas here tonight. Talladega coming up next week. Oh my God, we might have 30 cars out there for that one. Lucas Oil Raceway on February the 17th. That's in my backyard, man. I'm only about 35 miles away from Lucas Oil Raceway. Phoenix Raceway, the Busted Knuckles 125 coming up on February the 24th. That'll be a big one, man. And then Kansas Speedway on March the 3rd. You see Atlanta Motor Speedway on March the 10th to finish out the season. So we're going to do that back half of the season, starting off with Talladega next week. Franco Alvarez out on the track, making his qualification attempt. Showing a little bit of a night quals, but the race is actually in day. Anybody knows anything about rFactor 2, that means you can't change the time for practice and quals, but you can control that time for the race. Alvarez, the top time, 30.056 for Franco Alvarez. Let's take a look at Sean Jacobs. his qualification attempt. Marizon up to the second position. Preston Hassel third. Fedorov fourth. Oh, Carter up to fourth. Take a look at Sean Jacobs in the Vulcan sponsor machine. 30.056 is the time to beat. Pretty fast there, but just a hair off the pace in Sector 1. Look at Sector 2, just a little bit slower. So here we go, Sector 3. You see what he throws down. 30.184, I believe. I'm going to change the color right there so we can see that. He had a little bit better third sector. That Ed Palumbo in the mellow yellow sponsor machine. '54 car. So Alvarez the top time. See Oliveda up there in the fourth. 30.186 for Ed Palumbo, currently seventh on the grid for him. How about Elijah Hooper in his, I don't know if it's his first race out or not, but here he is on the track with us. 30.187, I believe, for him. Right now, sixth on the grid for Elijah in the 6X car. How about Dennis Junichin here in the Toyota 47 car? Right now, 13th. Let's see if he can move up the grid. 30.162, I believe, is what that is. That color is funky for me, man. You guys might be able to see that. I'm colorblind, so I'm really having a hard time seeing that color on that yellow background there. Claudio Bardelli Jr., Mr. Samba. 30.051, Archer Vieta to the top of the grid. You want to make that guy mad, he'll just start cranking out wins. 051 is the time to beat. Faster in those first two sectors. Sector number 3. Here we go. 30.031, Bardelli Jr., Mr. Samba, to the top of the grid. John Stanley on his outlap, the staple gun.
Soul.
John Stanley, one of our Canadian drivers here in this Stanley Tools sponsor machine. .250, 17th on the grid for John Stanley. That Jesus Barbecue Iglesias. I think he has finished up his qualification attempt, I believe, in the 22 car. Jim Willis might be starting in the back here tonight, so in that 53, so he's in on pit lane. John Stanley with his second qual lap. And he is 16th on the grid after finishing his second lap. Looks like they have finished quals and are now in the driver's meeting. Again, thank you so much for coming in here to TurnLeftTV. Let's get this party started. All right, thanks for coming back here to TurnLeftTV or hanging out with us tonight. Had to let the dog out, sorry. She was looking at me with that puppy dog face. Looks like quals have officially finished. Don't forget the Showdown Series will kick off a season tomorrow. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. That's right, the Saturday Showdown Series, race number 1 of the season. And quals will start at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The broadcast about 1:45. 80 laps from Daytona coming up tomorrow in the Saturday Showdown Series. Let's take a look at the qualification results. Claudio Bardelli Jr. gets the pole position. Artie Vieira will start second. Tim Lansbury third. Franco Alvarez starts in the 4th position. Look at all those Chevys. Sean Jacobs 5th. Craig Marzon will start in the 6th position. Ed Palumbo 7th. Jair Oliveira, 17, starts in the 8th position. Elijah Hooper in the 6X car will start 9th. Dana Grover starts in the 10th position. Starting in 11th will be Dennis Eudigen in the 47 car. Preston Hassel's 12th. Josh Brink in the 2 car will start in the 13th position. Eugene Fedorov in the 84 starts 14th. Jesus Iglesias starts 15th. John Stanley 16th. Gordon Carter will start in the 17th position. Alexis Salvia starts in 18th. Satria Pandu Wichaksano starts in the 19th position. And Gilmar Peixoto starts in 20th. And, of course, 21st will be Jim Willis in the 53. He said, I'm not going out to qualify. I'm going to start in the back. Because that's what those Florida guys do. Good to see the guys in the chat session. Paulo! Hope Paulo gets well soon. We love Paulo, man, and his contributions to the rFactor 2 community, and we just love him because he's Paulo. He'll be participating in his league on Wednesday night. Little truck series action coming up in Chachalowski's league. That's going to be fun. But we definitely are praying for a speedy recovery for you, Paulo. See Alexi coming in here. Paul Brown. Trax VR. Claudio Bardelli Jr. Givaldo can't be here tonight. Oh, man, Givaldo. Won't be the same without you, buddy. Salviev in the 72 car. Let's take a look at the point standings coming into tonight's race. We'll take a look at the top 10 here. We got a different look to the top 10. Luca not here tonight. He is the on the top of the grid. Craig Marzon second, Dana Grover third. Sean Jacobs sits fourth in points. Tim Lansbury fifth. Very tight points race there. Alexei Salviev is sixth. Ritzky Novar seventh. Ed Palumbo eighth. Gordon Carter ninth. And Dennis Schuderchin rounding out the top 10. My keys to the race here tonight at Vegas. Number one, limit aggression. I think this track is an easy one to drive. A lot of side-by-side racing here. Guys are going to take some chances, but I think bad idea early on in the race. Limit your aggression and be patient, man. You want to take some chances. Do that late in the race. Respect the tri-oval, man. Things tighten up in a hurry there in the tri-oval. And then tires, man. Take care of those tires. Not super problematic here with this track, but overdrive it, and those right side tires are going to go away. And then have good pit stops here. If we have these green flag pit stops, going to have to get on and off pit lane. And even under yellow flag conditions, man, you want to get a good starting position on the restarts. Those are my keys to the race here at Vegas. Spent some time in Vegas a number of years ago. And very interesting town it was. Don't bring too much money with you because you're going to leave it in Vegas. I was a good boy. I was walking through the mall there in Vegas going to this Brazilian restaurant. And I looked over to my right into this sports card place, sports memorabilia place, and I saw some tables set up with some famous people. I wasn't really sure who it was. It was Roberto Duran, Ernie Shavers, Michael Spinks, and Ken Norton all in one place, and I was able to get my picture with them and get autographs and so forth, and it was so cool, man. And I will say that Roberto Duran was the most outgoing, nicest, most appreciative guy there. Ken Norton was awesome as well. He's one of my boxing heroes. Those of you guys know professional boxing. So Roberto Duran, got my picture taken with him. I'll post it the next broadcast. How about that? Couple minutes left here in the warm-up session. And don't forget the GT3 Series will be back in action on February the 11th, and we'll be at Laguna Seca for race number 2 of the season. Race number 1, Daytona. Great crowd. Very, very fun race. That's on the YouTube channel here, TurnLeftTV. So if you want to watch that, check out the GT3 playlist. But next week, we'll be at Laguna Seca on Saturday, February the 11th. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. Don't forget to join us over at highoctaneracing.net if you're interested in racing with us. If you want to get updates of who's winning what, who's running what, and a quick link to TurnLeftTV. Also, our Discord channel. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server for your league, or how about just practicing, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. You can also host your website or your online store. Shared web hosting, VPS hosting, also available through EliteHostingUSA.com. We get a solid connection here tonight. 21 drivers joining us. Good to see Gilmar back in action with us. He's in the Toyota. So I got to figure out who my pick is going to be tonight, huh? My pick tonight. Oh, boy. I'm picking Craig Marizon. Paul Brown picking Tim Lansbury. Lexi said, oh, Lexi, yeah, I feel bad. I'll remember next week. I had a hard week, Alexi. Had a hard week. So I think we're ready to go.
Attention grid, all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
All right, we had to wait for Archer to get back in the server. He got kicked from the server.
Attention grid, all non-essential personnel.
All right, here we go. Thanks for being patient with us. So 100 laps here tonight at Vegas, and let's hope these guys maintain some semblance of sanity. Good to see Sandro out here, and let's take a look at the starting order. Claudio Bardelli Jr., 91, starts in P1. Tim Lansbury starts in the second position. Franco Alvarez starts third. Sean Jacobs will start in the fourth position. Starting in fifth will be Craig Marizon, and Palumbo starts sixth. Jair Oliveira starts in the seventh position. Elijah Hooper starts in P8. Starting in the 9th position will be Dana Grover in the 89 car. Dennis Schuderson starts 10th. Preston Hassel 11th. Josh Brink in the 2 car starts in the 12th position. Starting in 13th will be Eugene Fedorov in the 84. John Stanley starts 14th. Gordon Carter in the 56 car starts 15th. Alexei Salviev in the 72 starts in the 16th position. Starting in 17th will be Satria Wichaksano. 18th is Gilmar Peixoto. Jim Willis starts 19th. Jesus Iglesias starts in 20th. And Artur Vieira starts in the 21st. I don't know why he's showing up as the 89, but he is. Oh boy. This game, man. This game. So, what's the goal here tonight? Keep it clean. Get good pit stops, good green flag runs, and hope for the best. $100 laps here at Vegas. So Tim Lansbury's got a great starting position here on the outside pole, and I think the high line is in play here tonight. I really do. 83 Alvarez on the inside in P3. Sean Jacobs in the 24 starts in the 4th position. With Bardelli Jr. in the 91 to lead the field to take the green flag here at Vegas. I like how Paulo has, we got a little bit of a lockup right there. What the hell? Paulo has coded 2 laps into the pre-race there. Formation laps. All right, there we had a little bit of a lockup. Holy smokes. Got a little scared for a second. All right, boys and girls, here we go. Pace car's off. And we go green here at Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. The 91, Claudio Bardelli Jr. is the leader. Franco Alvarez now in 2nd. Tim Lansbury on that high line in 3rd. On board here with Tim Lansbury in P3. Everybody behaving here so far, I think. A lot of jockeying around. We got somebody off the track here. It looks like 4X car. Wichaksano in the 4X in the grass. Something going on with there. He's got some big-time damage. Wichaksano's got damage here, and I'm not sure what happened to him. Holy smokes, that car is all beat up. So something happened to Wichaksano. Let's see what happened to him. Take a look and see what happened. Wichaksano, he warped. He warped bad and got into the wall. Did not bring out a caution, but that thing is done for. Holy smokes. Wichaksano, bad connection there for him. '83 and the 82 battling for position at 82 car up on the high side, trying to make some moves here. Take a look under the back of Claudio Bardelli Jr.'s machine at Tim Lansbury, who is now in P2. Alvarez back to the 3rd position. Jairo Leveda is in 4th. Take a look at Ed Palumbo here in the 54 car up on the high line. I always get a little nervous running that high line. You see the 17 car dropping back there a little bit. Oh, a little contact between the 17 and the 54. Rubbin's racing, I say. Oh, there they go. 17. 17, contact there with the 54 car. And I saw that happening, man. They were getting a little bit racy. As Bardelli Jr. will take the caution flag. Take a look at here at this incident. Contact right there. See what Sean Jacobs saw out of the back of his car. Right there, and looked like those guys arguing for the same real estate. Elijah Hooper out of the front of his machine. It does look like that 17 car might have come up the track there a little bit. See right here, the 17 going up to the track and gets into the back, or gets into the side of the 54 car. That was a little hard racing there early on. All right, looks like we got some pit stops underway. So maybe a little bit aggressive here early on. It's time and place for that, but probably not in the first 5 laps. Take a look at Sean Jacobs. He's going to start in P2, it looks like, on this restart. So some of these guys, I think, have elected not to come down pit lane. Tim Lansbury in P1. Ed Palumbo in third. Dana Grover in fourth. Elijah Hooper is in fifth. So I'm getting some word from Trax VR that we knew Dana Grover raced at Trax VR, and also didn't know about Elijah Hooper. Good to see Elijah racing there as well. So maybe some teammates there. Who knows, huh? Trax VR teammates. Jack Trawick's going to have to maybe get a hold of me and kind of let me know, kind of how that thing works for those guys. I think they come to Trax VR maybe, and there's some central location there where they race, I believe, if I've got that right. Don't forget the Showdown Series in action. Well, these guys have been itching for this, man. A lot of guys, especially in Europe and in Asia as well, have been messaging me since the end of last year. When is the Showdown Series going to be back in action? So here we are. Reality hitting us in the face tomorrow. Race number 1 at Daytona. And that'll be an 80-lap race. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. Saturday Showdown Series. Back in action for our Euro guys as well as our folks here in the Western Hemisphere. So it looks like Tim Lansbury has elected to take the inside line on this restart. Don't forget, next week we will be at Dega. 70-lap race. We might have 30 drivers out for that one, man. A lot of folks like Talladega Superspeedway. And that's coming up on February the 10th, the back half of the season. Next week, Lucas Oil Raceway, Phoenix, the Busted Knuckles 125 on February the 24th. Kansas Speedway, and then Atlanta Motor Speedway to finish out the season. So back half of that season starts next week, and we're going to do it upright at Talladega Superspeedway. Now, I saw some aggressive driving here. I'm to tone it down just a little bit, or these guys are going to end up running under caution. Pace car is off. Here we go. Get ready to go back grade.
Green flag, go, go, go.
The 82 Tim Lansbury Skyline Chili Ford Mustang is our leader. Ed Palumbo up to the second position. Sean Jacobs now trying to fight there on that outside line. He is now back to the P4 as Elijah Hooper gets by. Dana Grover now challenging on the inside. Sean Jacobs on board here with him through the tri-oval up on the high side. Trying to fight back and hold on to that position. Dana Grover in the 89 on the inside. Trax VR sponsored Toyota. Oh, Bardelli Jr. might have gotten into the wall. Bardelli Jr. contact with the wall, that 91 car. These guys are racing so hard here early on. They're going to go 3 wide if they don't watch it. Racing so hard here early on. Just settle in, let these tires warm up. On board here with Claudio Bardelli Jr. Not scrubbing off much speed there, but he definitely got into the outside wall. Grover there looking on the low side. Dana Grover tried to sneak through here on that 89 car on the inside line. He's got a nose underneath the 91. The 91 fighting back. Take a look at here. Dana Shudich and John Stanley. Stanley on the inside. You see also that 27, Preston Hassel on the inside. Dana Shudich. Holding on to that spot. John Stanley back to the 16th position as Udichin is in 14th. Preston Hassel on the outside line picking up that spot. Now in P15. Dilly Jr. and Dana Grover here battling it out again. Alexei Salviev into 72 behind this action. 56 also in this action as well. That Grover feeling pretty confident on this inside line now. Battling the 56. Gordon Carter in that 56 car, High Place Moving sponsored Chevy Camaro, one of our Canadian drivers. He's running in P5, battling the 89. Board here with the 56 car. Gordon Carter picking up that spot as the 89 falling back as Sean Jacobs gets back by, Bardelli Jr. gets back by. And Salviev in the 72 battling the 89 now. These guys getting after it here. Take a look at this. Franco Alvarez. Craig Marazon. Alvarez up on the outside line. Craig Marazon down on the inside line. Oh, Iglesias might have gotten into the wall. That 22 car just ahead might have made some contact with the wall. You see Eugene Fedorov and Jesus Iglesias running P9, P10 just ahead. And we're on board here with Franco Alvarez. 2 wins in a row for him. Can he pick up win number 3 here tonight? Eugene Fedorov in the 84 car just ahead. He's right now running in the top 10 in P10 as Alvarez working this high line. Elijah Hooper and Sean Jacobs battling it out. Sean Jacobs and the Cal U sponsor machine up on the high line. He gets by Elijah Hooper. Hooper running in the temporary paint scheme there. One of our new driver paint schemes. Shouldn't say temporary, but new driver paint schemes. So these guys get a car, the car set, or figure out whether they want to race with us or not. Got 9 new driver paint schemes, starting from the 1X all the way up to the 9X. Alvarez and Hooper here battling. Alvarez sliding down to the inside here through the tri-oval. That's actually Eugene Fedorov up on the outside line. Alvarez going to put that Camaro out ahead of that Mustang, and he slides up there in front of Fedorov. About Josh Brink in the 2 car. His first race out with us here, or actually second race out, first race in the paint scheme. The 8X. Gilmar Peixoto battling him. Good battle there between the 2 and the 9X machine, 8X machine. Sorry about that. Salviev up on the outside line. Running behind Sean Jacobs. Hooper down on the inside. Elijah running in P7. Now going to lose a spot. He and Dana Grover, teammates here tonight. Running P8, P9, or P7, P8. I take that back. I'm a hot mess right now. How about this? John Stanley closing in on to Craig Marazon. John Stanley in the 12 car, getting by Craig Marazon. Marazon in the 60 down on the inside. Maybe trying to play some tire save strategy. As Jim Willis now getting by as well in that Black Rifle Coffee Company Chevy Camaro. Something going on here with Marazon, maybe not a tire save strategy. Maybe he's got some damage from an earlier incident. I'm not sure. Getting any word from the pit crew on that one. Nothing on the radio from Craig Berzon. You better get it together. He's my pick to win this race. Look at this here as Franco Alvarez and Elijah Hooper and also Dana Grover. Alvarez going to get 2 for 1 here. Alvarez on the move. Picking up a spot. 2 spots, actually. Tim Lansbury is our leader as Ed Palumbo follows in the 54 car. Lansbury in the 82, one of our New York drivers. Ed Palumbo, another one of those New York drivers. And these guys are being challenged now by one of those Pennsylvania guys. That's Sean Jacobs in the 24. Down to the inside. He wants to see if he can make this inside work. And I think late in the run, the outside might be the place to be. Sean Jacobs going to try to prove me wrong here on the inside line. Some of these guys that stayed out are going to have to pit early here under green. Oh, they're going to go 3 wide here. This isn't good. This isn't good. And they pull it off as Ed Palumbo slips ahead. 24 car indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. Sean Jacobs indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane, down to the inside, signaling he's going to be making a pit stop here on lap 27. Bardelli Jr. on the outside line, getting by Ed Palumbo, now taking the race lead. Take a look at Franco Alvarez diving down here to the below the 72 car. You got 4 or 5 cars here on pit lane. Sean Jacobs on pit lane now. We take a look at Sean Jacobs in the 24 car. And Palumbo finishing up his pit stop. Sean Jacobs finishing up his here on lap 29. So these guys that stayed out decided to, they have to come down pit lane under green. Dana Grover indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. Off the track here. Oh, it's getting a little. Oh, he missed pit lane. Dana Grover missed pit lane in the 89 car. Did not get that car slowed down enough. And, oh, man, he does a good job of hanging on to it. But he might be. Oh, we got a caution flag here, it looks like. We got a caution flag. That may be what the deal was there. I didn't hear it. We got a caution flag. So I said in the pre-race that pitting, got to be careful coming down pit lane. Let's take a look and see what happened here. Take a look at this, and Elijah Hooper, a little bit too much speed. Oh, and it hard into the inside wall. And lucky didn't back it in there. He got a nice little opening there to back that car into. So Elijah Hooper, we'll take a look at this again. A little bit too much speed right here, and he's trying to get this thing wound up. And then breaks the back end of that loose. Little front end contact there for him. Board here with him. Watch this. Dana Grover, we thought he would have some problems, and here we go, try to hold on, and then contact. So caution flag here as guys were making green flag pit stops. Rico Alvarez is the leader. See some guys coming back around here. I think some of those guys that pitted, Jacobs, Lansbury, Carter, Fedorov, Grover. So Hooper now coming back down pit lane here. He might be close to running out of fuel, so
Pit road will be open this time for lead lap cars.
looked like Dana Grover needed help to get onto pit lane right there. He was out of fuel. Look at that. Elijah Hooper giving him a push. Let's see if we can get a look at that. So Dana Grover is, this is a replay of this. Dana Grover out of gas. You're nothing in that car. Out of gas right there. And Elijah Hooper coming around and giving him a shove to get onto pit lane. So I think he was out of gas here and wasn't going to make it around. Or going to make it into his pit stall here. And I think Elijah Hooper comes off the track, comes back down here, I believe. It wasn't, was it Elijah? Yeah, it is right there. Elijah coming down pit lane here and giving him a push. And it looked like Dana's retired his machine. And Palumbo is our leader here in the 54 car. Bardelli Jr. shown in second. We're going to have some wave rounds, I believe. All right, Bardelli Jr. now the race leader as it looks like the 54. These guys getting the order sorted out here. That was a weird sequence of events right there, that was for sure. These guys, I think, might be getting a wave around now. Lansbury Coming back around. Fedorov as well. Gordon Carter as well, I believe. That's going to give the race lead to Alexei Salviev. Vera coming back. He had to rejoin, it looked like, and take the 10 car because the stupid game will not let you rejoin in your own car. You know, Studio 397 has got a lot of work to do to sort of get themselves up to snuff on some of these ridiculous quirks of this game, I will say. We deal with it, but man, we got to be coders. You got to be a coder to deal with this game sometimes. Here we go, back to green. I'm off my high horse here as Bardelli Jr. in the 91 leads the field to the green flag. Salviev up on the high line. Looks like Vieira back down on that bottom line. Bardelli Jr. Get him up front. It's going to be hard to get around him. On board here with Claudio Bardelli Jr. Preston Hassel, the 27 AMD Ryzen sponsor machine, has that car up into the 4th position. Looking pretty solid here for Preston tonight. Just behind him is John Stanley in the 12 car. Stanley Tool sponsor machine, 22. Jesus Iglesias has that car in the 6th position. Tell you what, Dennis Udic makes some moves here on the bottom line at 47 car. Pretty solid night here for him. You got a little tow for the 2 in the 56. Let's hit the 53 car up on the high line. Now trying to play the middle. Jim Willis in P7 as the 60 of Craig Marizon follows him. Good side-by-side racing here. Vieira in the 10 car now. The 72 side-by-side. So if you don't understand what I was just saying, Vieira got kicked from the game as we switched over from warm-up to race, and we had to go back, and he couldn't choose his car again. He was in the 4 car, and the game will not let him get back into his own car. One of the brilliant quirks about this game. So now he chose the 10 car because the 10 Ritsky Nova are not competing here tonight. So Vieira, so he could race, had to choose another car. We're looking out of the back of Art Vieira's machine. And Alexei Salviev, also Preston Hassel. Salviev might have gotten into the wall right there. Salviev might have made contact with the wall at that 72. Keep your eye on P3 here. Good run for Alexei Salviev. He said, I'm going to win this, man. I'm mad because you didn't choose me to win this race. Pick me. Look at this. Jesus Iglesias and the 12 and John Stanley getting racing. 22 versus 12. These guys have raced a lot of laps against each other. Camaro versus Mustang. Marizon down to the inside. Craig Marizon in the 60 car, running in P7. Renko Alvarez in this mix. Ed Palumbo in this mix. On board here with Craig Marizon on the inside line. The inside will work, but I think the outside is faster. See those guys going by, coming off the turn, they get a better run. And Marizon would probably be better served if he got that car up to the high line. It looks like he listened to me on the broadcast, huh? Josh Brink running in the 2 car up on the high line. Just ahead, you see Craig Marizon in the 60. Bardelli Jr. still leading the field here in the 91. Vieta is in second. Jesus Iglesias third. Alexis Salviev fourth. Preston Hassel rounding out the top five. And how about Jesus Barbecue Iglesias? He has been getting better and better and better and better, man, in this Orange Crush sponsor machine right now in P3. Lately, his problem has been connection. Hopefully, he is able to maintain a good connection here tonight. Put this car in victory lane. Preston Hassel on this inside as Franco Alvarez up on the outside line through the tri-oval. Alvarez going to end up getting that position, and Preston Hassel still down on the inside line. Sean Jacobs in the 24 just behind him, running in the 9th position. Take a look at Sean Jacobs in the 24 car. His son plays baseball for Cal U, University of Pennsylvania, California, something like that. And man, I was watching a video that Sean shared the other day. This guy's hitting some home runs. And I'm sure he's living the dream there playing college baseball. And Sean's living the dream watching his son play college baseball as well. Franco Alvarez on the inside here battling the 27. You see that inside line, man, just does not seem to be the preferred line to be in. And Alvarez now giving up some spots, having to tuck in front of the 24. Tim Lansbury, remember, he was our pole setter in this 82. And now he is running in the 12th position. He got kind of snookered by that sequence of caution flag, or when that caution flag came out, and those guys pitting a little bit earlier. Now played a little catch up here. John Stanley and Alexis Salviev battling it out. Little Toyota versus Mustang, Ford Mustang. Starting to get a little chippy here as John Stanley and the Staple Gun Stanley, that diehard sponsor machine, up on the high line. Ed Palumbo moving his way through. Ed Palumbo trying to muscle his way through in the 54 car. John Stanley in the 12 up on the high line. Those guys have the same ribs, don't they? 83 car pushing the 12 through, and Ed Palumbo going to tuck in up on the high side. Palumbo running in the 5th position. Starting to get a little racy here as Lansbury and Salviev battling it out. Just ahead, you see Josh Brink in that 2 car. Running in P10. Lansbury up on the high side and Salviev on the inside. Skyline Chili Ford Mustang going to pick up that spot. Salviev back to the 12th position. Lansbury picks up P11. Josh Brink in the 2 car. Running in the 10th position. This is the second race out, I think, for us. I hear a yellow flag. I'd heard a yellow flag here. As Bardelli Jr. will take the caution flag. Then is Judichin off the pace there a little bit. He might have been involved in this. Let's take a look and see what happened. Looked like Udichin might have gotten down into low-line car. So it looked like Udichin might have made contact with the wall here. We'll take a look. Or excuse me, he came down, it looks like, and he might have gotten into the 6X, and then some guys got caught up in that. 84 looked like he got caught up in that as well. On board here with Fedorov. See that contact. 6X car, it looked like. So Salviev came around. It might have been here's Salviev in the 72. We see what transpired behind. Now Salviev he ends up getting taken out right here as Udichin bounces off, gets into Salviev, and then Salviev spins. A third caution flag here on lap 53, I believe.
Pit road will be open this time for lead lap car.
So we see some pit stops underway here. And the 91 leads the field to take the, or to come down pit lane. Starting to say take the green flag. I don't know what I'm doing here. It might be my first day broadcasting. 91 tucking into his pit stop. We might see some good battles here off pit lane. I think I got post effects on here, so you're going to see some blur, I think. Forgot to turn that off. You see there Alvarez coming out, getting out ahead of the field. Bardelli Jr. coming out. Franco Alvarez, first one off pit lane of that group that pitted. See our balloon up there. Kind of nice. Hopefully they don't run into the light pole. Would be bad. Saturday Night Thunder will be in action tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be at Dega. The Cup Series, 80 laps, man. And this Saturday Night Thunder, it's race number 5 of the season. Approaching halfway in that series. And it's going to be a fun one, man. Dega, always a fun one. Probably going to be a big field here out for this one. To the Cup Series at Talladega. 80-lap race tomorrow. The High Octane Racing League GT3 Series will be back in action at Laguna Seca on February the 11th. 60-minute race, race number 2 of the season, and we're getting some big fields now in this GT3 Series. So these guys now going to share this time slot, alternate weeks with the Saturday Showdown Series, which kicks off tomorrow at Daytona. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. Franco Alvarez is now the race leader. It's a 91, Claudio Bardelli Jr. up on the high side. As we get ready to go back green. And I think it's been a pretty clean race here. I mean, we've had a few caution flags, 3 caution flags here. And the track is not that difficult to drive, so it's been a little bit better, I think, in the guys being able to race too wide. But once those tires start to wear out, it does get a little bit more difficult. You got to manage that risk versus reward.
Green flag, go, go, go.
All right, going back to green. Here we go. Start lap 57. A little bit of a shot there from Vieira into the back of the 91 car. Take a look at this. Palumbo Iglesias side by side. Oh, there was contact right there. Iglesias to the inside. He bounced off that 54 car. Little contact between Jesus Iglesias and Ed Palumbo. We'll take a look here. Watch this 22 and the 54. The 22. A little bit of a drift right there, and he's going to end up getting into the 54 car. Right there. A little contact. Josh Brink, Jim Willis here battling it out. Josh Brink to the inside, Jim Willis into 53 up on the high side. I should say in the middle. Now it looks like a Salviev looking like he wants to get by on the high side. These guys 3 wide. Can we have any more black cars right there? So Josh Brink pulling getting that position. You see Dennis Udichin now coming back out on track after serving his drive-through. Look at this, side by side here, the 8X 53. Gilmar Peixoto, haven't talked too much about Gilmar. Good to see Gilmar out here racing with us in the Toyota 8X car. High Octane Racing sponsored machine. Fedorov up on the high side. Fedorov getting by in that 84 car. Great looking paint scheme for Eugene Fedorov. Picking up that position now in the 17th spot. Franco Alvarez, our new leader, got around Bardelli Jr. So Franco Alvarez to the lead. Bardelli Jr. back to the second position. Bardelli Jr. in P2, Vieira in third. John Stanley having a good night here running in P4. Yeah, Palumbo is in fifth. Alvarez finds a way to get this car up front. Tire Pro sponsor machine, 2 wins in a row. Can he make it 3 in a row? Iglesias and Salviev battling it out. 22 car up on the high line is the 72 down on the bottom line. Iglesias getting by as Salviev now has to battle Craig Marizon. Marizon into 60, into 6X. Looks like there might have been some contact there. Gordon Carter watching that.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, man, we had a caution flag. We got a caution flag. Oh, looks like the 72 got in the fence. And we got parts and pieces everywhere. Take a look here. Iglesias down to the inside here in the 22. And then climbs up the track, gets into the wall. And then all hell breaks loose back there. Got a tire in the stands. So we take a look here as the 22 goes, maybe lost grip, and he goes up to the high side, gets into the wall right there. Lansbury gets into the wall. And then it looked like the 72 also got into the wall. Take a look and see here. The Salviev got into the wall, I think, as well, coming off the turn. And then there was, oh man, and Gordon Carter, he got absolutely annihilated on this one. So watch this, Gordon Carter. He is going to absolutely get smoked right here. Oh, man, just had no place to go. Tires flying everywhere, hoods flying everywhere. And we got some DNFs here. It looks like Lansbury out of the race. 47 got caught up in that as well. So the 91 is the leader, Palumbo in second. Got a lot of cars damaged and on pit road. That was a massive crash there. Don't forget the Saturday Showdown Series in action tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, baby. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. Some stock car action to cater to the Euro guys, baby. It's going to be a fun one. And it'll be live, as always. You guys have been itching for this series. Come back. So it looks like we're getting ready to go back green. 2 wrecks at once. All right, here we go. Back to green.
Blue flag, go, go, go.
Let's see if we can get this baby finished under green. That was a huge wreck right there. If you had it behind in that Toyota, Medozan in third, Palumbo fourth, Stanley in fifth. Take a look at John Stanley here running in P5. Gordon Carter, I believe, might be out of the race. Gordon Carter on pit lane trying to service his car, but indicating that maybe this thing might be overheating on pit lane, and he might be done for. And he is. He's retired his machine. What a tough break there for Gordon Carter. As Bardelli Jr. is our leader. This guy's just ahead, rejoining the racing service. Bardelli Jr. the leader. Those guys rejoining have a pretty significant amount of damage. '72, Alexei Salviev. Pretty significant damage to his machine. Now going to try to salvage a good finish. Bardelli Jr. being hounded right now by Artur Vieira. Ed Palumbo is in third. John Stanley fourth. Marizon is in fifth. We'll take a look at Craig Marizon here in the Chevy Camaro Magpul Dynamics sponsored machine. Looked like maybe Sean Jacobs might have gotten into the wall coming off the turn. Might have been a little contact for that 24 car. You see the two, Josh Brink just behind him. Take a look out of the back of Sean Jacobs' machine. Josh Brink running in P8. Eugene Fedorov up to the 9th position. Fedorov, Ed Willis here battling it out. Some of these camera angles here. See Fedorov getting by. Jim Willis back to the 10th position. Sandwiched in between is the 22 of Jesus Iglesias. And Jesus running in the 11th position. 1 lap down. He is in the lucky dog spot. Take a look at the 53 Black Rifle Coffee Company sponsored machine. Dennis Yudichin also in this mix. Yudichin is running 1 lap down in the 12th position. Willis wants a little piece here of Eugene Fedorov. Willis on the bottom side, Fedorov on the high side. Fedorov going to win that battle this time. Eugene Fedorov in the 83. On board here with him up on the high line. Getting out of the gas there in the turn. Bardelli Jr., our leader here on lap 77. Artur Vieira is in second, Palumbo third, Stanley fourth, Marizon rounding out the top 5. Take a look at Preston Hassel in the 27 AMD Ryzen sponsor machine. Sean Jacobs just behind in the 7th position in the 24 car. Fedorov and Brink battling it out. Brink in the 2 car on the bottom side. First race out here for his paint scheme. That Budweiser sponsor Camaro. Racing at the Trax VR facility. On board here with him as you see Fedorov take it off like a rocket ship. Catch up to the back of that field. Getting a good tow there, and Josh Brink going to catch up as well. Take a look at Bardelli Jr. and Vieira. See this game has not got it figured out, man. See, it's showing the 89 icon there. God. Studio 397, man. You guys are high. I call them 3 guys in a garage. Oh, we got a yellow flag. Maybe they got mad at me and threw a yellow. As Bardelli Jr., we see him still spinning here through the grass. Fedorov it looks like Iglesias involved in this as well. Let's take a look here at real quick what happened. Take a look at Fedorov. here in the 84 car. Look at Jesus Iglesias. And there was contact right there with Salvia. And more contact. And those guys get up into Fedorov. Fedorov had nowhere to go on that. Eugene Fedorov, calm on the radio, but I'd be pretty upset if I were him. On here, we'll take a look. More contact with those guys behind, and then Fedorov gets caught up in this. Go back here, take a look. Just in front of him, those guys got together, and then he's going to get taken out by the 22. Take a look here. As I think those guys get together. And then Fedorov has nowhere to go. He gets taken out. So contact there with the 22 and the 72. And man, I'll tell you what, after both those guys getting charged with a caution flag, I probably would have been the guy to back out of that deal. All right, Claudio Bardelli Jr. is the leader. The schedule here in the Buschwackers series. Next week we'll be at Talladega. Lucas Oil Raceway coming up on February the 17th, and then a big one, February the 24th, Phoenix Raceway, the Busted Knuckles 125 headed your way. There'll be some prizes for that one. So honoring our friend Lauren Stopworth, who passed away a couple years ago. I think we're on our second Busted Knuckles 125 for him. We might be on our third. I should probably know that, but we definitely missed Lauren. We got his car still in the car set, and that's going to coming up on February the 24th. Don't forget the GT3 Series will be back in action on February the 11th. 60-minute race from Laguna Seca. Don't want to miss that. That'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, we got, about 15 laps to go? And a couple... a couple opportunities to do some green flag pit stops here tonight. Looks like we got some wave arounds. Unich in the wave around. This guy's going to gamble a little bit. 83 also taking a wave around, I believe. Well, the 91 looks like he's going to take the inside line. Vietta's up on the outside line. Palumbo, you're looking pretty strong here tonight. He's running up on the outside line in P4. Hassel is actually in the third position on the inside line. Now, I got to wonder here with the 91.
Green flag, go,
He
go,
and
go.
Vieira have a lot of racing history together. A couple of our Brazilian drivers. A couple championships between the two of those guys. Quite a few, actually. Here we go. Here on lap 87. It's all take and no give now. How about this? John Stanley has that car up front. He is in the 12 car. So John Stanley in the Stanley Tools sponsor machine, Ford Mustang. See if he can eke out a win. He's down on the inside line, battling Arthur Vieira side by side. Preston Hassel going to the front. Can he hold it down on the inside? 27, Preston Hassel, AMD sponsor machine. Vieira and Bardelli Jr. working together on the high line. And Palumbo up on the high line as well in that 54 car. Bardelli Jr. staying with that 10 car. Trying to play both sides here just a little bit. Trying to protect on the inside. AMD Ryzen, number 27. Preston Hassel still trying to use that inside line. I think after a couple laps, that inside line maybe not the best place to be. And it looks like he's cut his losses on that. Went up to the high line. John Stanley let him in. Sean Jacobs in the 24. He in the 60. Battling it out. So Bardelli Jr., Mr. Samba Man, leading the field here on lap 90. And 5 cars out of the race. Still have 16 in the race. So Jesus Iglesias in the 22. Salviev in the 72. Those guys running in 12th, and actually Salviev might be a little bit back there further. Looks like in a 72 car. Looks like Selviev back in the 15th position. He is 2 laps down. So can Claudio Bardelli Jr. hold off the charge of Artie Vieira in the 10 car? Vieira lost his connection in the warm-up session. We had to restart warm-up to let him rejoin. He could not get back into the 4 car, so now he's in the 10, so he can compete. And he might just put it in victory lane. Josh Brink and Craig Marizon here battling it out. Brink on the high side, Marizon down on the inside line. We got a yellow flag here. We got a yellow flag. 91 takes the caution flag. And I think that might have been between Marizon. He was involved here. Take a look at this. Looks like Marizon up on the high side and might have gotten down into the 22. Oh, and then a hard lick right there. Take a look here as Marizon up on the high side, and he gets into the wall right there. You see also the 24 got into the wall, and I think he hits again. And then he comes across the track and gets into the 22. Board here with Jesus. There was contact there. Take a look out of Josh Brink's machine. Go out here and look at again out of Josh Brink's machine. Go back up here and look at a Josh Brink's machine. See Marizon up on the high side. Iglesias down on the inside line. Iglesias a little sideways coming off the turn. And right there is contact. And then it looks like both those guys moving into one another. It looks like. Take a look at that line on the track right there, and you see Iglesias moving up a little bit too. And then contact there, and wow, big time damage. So are we talking about a green-white checker here? We might be. So Bardelli Jr., man, he's leading a lot of laps under caution here, so I don't know whether Artie Vieira wants to see that. Ed Palumbo third, Hassel fourth, Stanley fifth, and Jacobs in sixth. So all right. Well, I tell you what, my who'd I choose to win this race, Marazon? Oh no, not looking good for him right now. He is in P11 with some damage. Bardelli Jr., Vieira, Palumbo, Hassel, and Stanley, the top five. Yeah, I think Bardelli Jr. in the 91 has been really good on these restarts. I think the 10 car, Archer Vieira, though, you can't count him out. Ed Palumbo is itching for a win. Preston Hassel has that car up to P4. So I think we're going to go green this time by. Here we go. A pace car is off. Here we go. Finishing up here at Vegas. Palumbo to the inside and right behind that 91 car. Yeah, Palumbo in P2. Bardelli Jr., our leader. Bardelli Jr. holding that spot on the inside line. Palumbo going to get a run here on the outside. 1 lap to go. Can the 91 hold off the 54 car? 54 down to the inside. Now going up to the high side. He's going to get a shove from the 10 car. 10 cars side by side with the 54. That's going to help Bardelli Jr. out. Now the 10 looking on the high side. Bardelli Jr., can he hold off Arthur Vieta. Vieta gets into the back of him. Here we go. The 91 ends up winning that race. Holy smokes. What a finish. Vieta got into the back of him. Gave him a shove. And ends up coming away with the race win. Holy smokes, man. So Claudio gets the win here. And congratulations to Claudio Bardelli Jr. in getting the win here at Vegas. My heavens, man, that was a heck of a finish. Vieta gave him a shove, that's for sure. Take a look here as this is the last lap. Take a look at that TID car coming off the turn. The TID diving down to the inside. It gets into the back of the 91. Gets him a little cattywampus right there. 91 doesn't panic. Stays in the gas and wins this race. So the 91, Claudio Bardelli Jr. gets the win here at Vegas. What a heck of a finish there. Got a little messy. We had a pretty clean race there the first part of that race, but then these guys forgot how to race each other cleanly. It ended up being a little bit of a mess. So Claudio Bardelli Jr. gets the win, and we'll take a look at the final results here. Bardelli Jr. gets a win. Vieta second. Preston Hassel finishes in third. Shawn Jacobs fourth. Ed Palumbo fifth. Craig Marizon finishes in P6. John Stanley finishes seventh. Josh Brink finishes in the eighth position. Dennis Shooter in ninth. Eugene Fedorov finishes in P10. Finishing in the 11th position is Jim Willis in the 53. Gilmar Peixoto finishes 12th. Franco Alvarez 13th. Elijah Hooper finishes 14th. Alexi Salvia 15th. Jesus Iglesias 16th. Gordon Carter, Tim Lansbury, Dana Grover, and Jairo Leveda 17th through 20th. And finishing in the 21st position is Wichaxano. Gilmar saying goodnight to us. Night to Gilmar. That got a little messy there. This guy's just forgot how to race each other cleanly. And got a little messy. Good to see Gilmar back out with us. And hopefully we'll see him more often. So not going to get an interview here. Looks like Claudio said he had to go. He had to be quiet so he wouldn't wake up the wife. But Bardelli Jr. gets the win. Congratulations to him in the 91 here at Vegas. He's got to be quiet in Las Vegas. Uh-oh. Don't forget the Saturday Showdown Series coming up tomorrow right here on TurnLeftTV, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, race number 1 of the Saturday Showdown Series 2023 style. 80-lap race from Daytona. Going to be a fun one. Saturday Night Thunder will be coming up after that at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be at Dega for 80 laps. So it's some super speedway action this weekend on Saturday. Daytona, then Dega. It's race number 5 in the Saturday Night Thunder season. Well, I want to say congratulations to Claudio Bardelli Jr. Please share my videos with all your friends on any social media platform where you can share YouTube videos. You're more than welcome to share mine. Congratulations to Claudio Bardelli Jr. on getting the win. And you know what that means. I am out of here.